Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, I know. Today though, I'm touching on a subject that's close to my heart. Assassin's Creed. I want to give an overview of what it would be like to have my original idea from 3 years ago on Reddit and be brought to life with pictures and audio. So, let's get stuck in, shall we? Let's talk about Assassin's Creed Empire, the Aztec setting that I've been dreaming of. The year is 1521. The world is changing forever. Across the Atlantic, Spanish conquistadors march on the jewel of the Aztec Empire, Tenochtitlan, the most powerful city in the Americas. Temples rise like mountains, canals cut through bustling marketplaces, and rituals honor gods that demand sacrifice. But behind the clash of civilizations, another war rages, the secret war between assassins and Templars. Welcome to Assassin's Creed, Empire of the Sun. The fall of Tenochtitlan wasn't just a battle, it was the end of an empire. Hernán Cortés, a Spanish conquistador allied with local tribes hostile to the Aztecs, exploited political divisions and laid siege to the greatest city of the Americas. But what if history only tells half the story? In the Assassin's Creed universe, Cortés wasn't just after gold or land. He was searching for an ancient Isu artifact, hidden deep within the Aztec capital. The Templars wanted power, the assassins wanted freedom, and you, the player, are caught in the middle. Our assassin is an Aztec warrior and spy sworn to protect his people. By day, he serves in the city's military elite. By night, he is trained in the hidden arts, masters of stealth who learn techniques passed down from mentors that came before. His robes are a blend of eagle warrior armor and the iconic assassin hood, feathers flowing in the wind, obsidian blade in one hand, and his maquahuitl on his back. He fights not for empire, nor for conquest, but for freedom in a world crumbling around him. Tenochtitlan would be unlike any Assassin's Creed setting we've seen before. A city on water, built across canals, causeways, and floating gardens. Parkour takes you up the towering temples, across market rooftops, and into secret underground passages beneath pyramids. Stealth has new dimensions. Hide beneath the waters of the canals, vanish into ritual smoke, or blend among dancers in a festival procession. Every corner of the city is alive. Priests chanting at shrines, merchants bartering in busy marketplaces, and warriors drilling in training yards. Outside the city, the jungles and mountains of Mesoamerica stretch out. Dense forests, sacred caves, and villages of allied or enemy tribes. Imagine hunting jaguars for crafting materials, or infiltrating a Spanish encampment in the dead of night, slipping past sentries to sabotage their cannons before the siege begins. Weapons define the Assassin's Creed experience, and here they're unlike anything we've seen. The maquahuitl, an obsidian-edged war club, becomes your signature weapon. Brutal, yet elegant, capable of both slashes and devastating finishes. The atlatl, or spear thrower, serves as a long-range precision weapon, silent and deadly. Blowguns can deliver poison darts to targets from rooftops, while jade and obsidian daggers offer swift assassinations up close. And then there's disguise. Masks of jaguars, eagles, and serpents allow you to blend with priests and warriors alike. Your arsenal is not just steel, it's ritual, culture, and fear. As always, the Isu connection is what ties myth and history together. Though what if the Isu gods weren't actually gods at all, but fragments of memory and echoes of the first civilization? Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, was once an Isu who sought to guide humanity. Huitzilopochtli, the sun and war deity, could have been a powerful Isu general. And at the center of it all, the Sunstone. Not just a monument, but a piece of Eden, capable of harnessing solar eclipses and altering the perception of time. But they were not alone. Tezcatlipoca could be seen as an Isu manipulator, a master of illusions and control, weaving false visions to bend humanity's will. Coatlicue, the Earth Mother draped in serpents, might represent a bioengineer of the first civilization, responsible for crafting life itself, feared as a goddess of creation and destruction. Mictlantecutli, lord of the underworld, could have been a warden of Isu vaults deep below the earth, mistaken as a god of death by those who found him. And Zyptotek, the flayed one, may have been an issue obsessed with renewal and transformation, using horrifying genetic experiments to tear away the flesh of one life and rebirth it as another. These beings, remembered as gods, were fragments of a larger war, one the Assassins and Templars now continue. Cortez, under Templar influence, seeks the Sunstone and the forgotten powers of these so-called deities. And you, as the assassin, must uncover their true legacy, deciding whether humanity should inherit the power of the Isu, or let it remain buried in blood and myth. The climax comes during the siege of Tenochtitlan. The city is burning, canals are flooded with bodies, and the Spanish advance with gunpowder and steel. Amid the chaos, the assassin infiltrates the Templo Mayor one last time, where the artifact is about to fall into Templar hands. In a desperate final battle, he must fight Cortez's most trusted knight beneath collapsing stone, torn between saving his people and preserving the freedom of all mankind. The ending could split, either securing the artifact for the assassins or sacrificing it to keep it from both sides. A tragedy echoing the fall of an empire. Assassin's Creed Empire of the Sun would be unlike any game in the franchise. An epic tale of betrayal, resistance, destiny, and choice. With all that in mind, could you imagine the possibility if you was able to choose who to fight for? Using Elder Scrolls Skyrim as a reference, choosing to fight for one side or the other. Two storylines that meet in the middle, with changes and consequences to the actions and decisions you've made. Now, if I was to expand that further, what if the game didn't just track which faction you aligned with, but how you carried yourself throughout the journey? Imagine the objectives board from the past games. And imagine if they used a semi-Nemesis engine feature that's similar to Shadow of Mordor or War, but implemented it into the mercenary feature Odyssey uses. A living record of your decisions and the ripples they've sent across the world. It wouldn't just note that you spared someone or defeated them. It would remember why. Did you save a companion because of loyalty or sacrifice them for the greater good? Did you condemn an NPC for their crimes or show mercy because you believed they could change? Does someone just talk too much and you can't stand listening to them, so you offer them to the sea from your ship? This wouldn't just be story dressing, it would redefine relationships. Companions might challenge you, resent you, or grow fiercely loyal, depending on how your values clash or align. Rivalries could brew not just with enemies, but within your own ranks, expanding the recruitment mechanic. And in the most difficult of moments, you might face the ultimate choice, deciding who lives and who dies, knowing that your reasoning will leave an imprint on the world, an echo in how others perceive you. Each playthrough becomes more than a repeat of quests, it transforms into a personal saga. Different outcomes unfold, not because of a simple dialogue option, but because of the weight of your philosophy, your loyalties, and your sacrifices, the people you let live or let die. One thing I really admired that Ubisoft did with Odyssey was allow us to choose who to play and have the other character we didn't play still become part of the story, but on a different path, still making them an important part of its narrative. Adding this feature back into the series where people can choose to play male or female and move away from canon characters and celebrate both types. Allowing people to have some kind of character creator similar to Rise of the Ronin, where you could customize both your protagonist as well as your twin, who, like Odyssey, is a valuable part of the story. This would add for more expression and preference to people's playthroughs. That's where a true RPG lies, not in giving players every option, but in making every decision matter, rewarding you with a story that's uniquely yours. This shift would move Ubisoft, whose studio is now known as Vantage Studios, into more compelling territory. Instead of companions or protagonists endlessly riding off into the sunset, introducing a darker tone creates genuine suspense, something Ubisoft has often struggled to capture effectively. I believe Ubisoft allowing the player to make gut-wrenching choices allows for a more unique, captivating experience and brings in more people and expands the audience. So, my friends, do you join the Templars to gain power, or do you join the assassins to fight for the freedom of the people and loved ones? It's a chance to explore one of history's most breathtaking civilizations while tying it seamlessly into the Assassin's Creed universe. Ubisoft may never dare to make it, but if they did, it could be the boldest Assassin's Creed yet. Drop your thoughts below. What RPG features do you want to see? Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it.